safe is the cloud? Like everyone's putting everything onto the cloud.
We are now.
Photos to data, and they're moving away from, I suppose, data hosted on internal servers to the cloud. Is it safe? Is it not safe? Is there any difference?
Right. So I suppose part of the problem with an old school mentality is, so if you're looking at someone in my generation who is a child of the 60s, we used to think that privacy was really important, you know, and that I could have secret information or even private information, my medical data, my, you know, dating history, anything like that might be private. People who've been born, you know, since the late 90s actually approach it differently. They think about it differently. They're not so private. They know that when they're posting their, you know, topless pics or their dick pics, that it could get shared. Like, okay, we don't have the frontal lobe thing till 25, but there's less of a care factor. Yeah. So I'm thinking as we develop into cyber, because we're not turning back now, we're going further into this, we're going to change our priorities. We're going to say, look, it's all vulnerable. What's my risk? What really matters to me? And frankly, if it really matters to you that you've got a mole on your penis and you don't want anyone to see it, ultimately just resist the temptation. Don't take the photo. Definitely don't put it on the cloud. But I equally would say don't put it in your hard data storage, because in terms of vulnerability, they're both vulnerable. What I prefer about the cloud is you can't set fire to it. Okay. Because even if you destroy a couple of servers in a couple of countries, like it's going to keep going, because it's everywhere, if you like. It's that beautiful, you know, ether. Whereas what I have never been terribly fond of with in-house server rooms is their own physical vulnerability. And this is the other thing, and it takes away a bit of the allure of cyber, but I'm going to do it. We worry about the attacks, for example, on gas and electricity, and forget that any given day that I feel like it, I can pop a bit of whatever I want, some kind of explosive, into my backpack, lob myself over the side of a not very secure fence into any of our electricity plants in Australia or overseas, and just physically attack it. So let's not forget the basics in criminal activity. Yes, you can do it with cyber, but we're still very vulnerable physically. So for me, a hard server in a building, water damage, overheating, nasty element, person going in with a screwdriver, fire, there's vulnerabilities anyway. Do I think it's more hackable in the cloud? Not really.
So same.
If something's plugged in, it's plugged in, and I can get it. I'll get that. Give me my monkeys, my typewriters, my Shakespeare. Okay, that's rude. Rude to cyber people, you're not monkeys. Give me the right people. Yeah. Give me some lead time, whatever you want. Same with a house. People have the best security systems. I'll come in through your roof. Nothing's invulnerable. So maybe we just change our attitude. Yes, there are some things that are extremely valuable. From a governmental perspective, if every business in Australia got seriously attacked right now by a foreign entity, at some point it would be serious enough that it would affect our ability to function as a state. And at that point, I think we could actually look at a military version of response. So collective security is the best, and it's really basic stuff. It's understanding, it's training, and accepting, I think, a level of vulnerability. I mean, we all take risks. We get into cars, we jump on trams, you know, we all take risks, and there's an international standard on risk assessment if you really don't know how to assess for your own business, and there are experts.